asking ChatGPT, how can one determine if their life has meaning? Determining life's meaning is a deeply personal journey. Reflect on your values, passions, and connections with others. Consider what brings you fulfillment and a sense of purpose. It may evolve over time, so stay open to self-discovery. What determines what is meaningful? Meaning is often shaped by personal values, relationships, accomplishments, and contributions to something larger than oneself. It can derive from a sense of connection, purpose, and the pursuit of what resonates with one's inner self. What is it that I have accomplished? Nearly every day, a new video. But what does that mean in the long run? Are these videos truly contributing to society, or am I just deluding myself? Something larger than myself, a community, which I have been working towards my entire life, and I am still alone. I oftentimes go weeks without any human interaction, and then the little human interaction that I do receive is generally very superficial. If I died tomorrow, nothing in the world would change. Everything would continue as it was, and there would be little to no mourning. I haven't really achieved anything worth mentioning in my life. Sure, I got a philosophy degree and a lot of other qualifications that ultimately mean nothing, but I never achieved anything in life that I think is worthwhile. I seem to be just wasting my time trying to develop a community that will never happen. No one relies on me. I have no responsibilities outside of taking care of myself. I think that if I did die today, that it would be a very sad end for me because I never achieved my goals of creating and obtaining community. I think I have a long time left to live, so I'm going to try to spend it achieving my life goals. It's just never happened to me before. I've never received the friendships in my life that are there on a day-to-day basis. So as far as social connections go, so far my life has been a complete failure. Speaking of, you should join my Discord server and talk to me personally. Look in the past videos for the video called My Discord Server, and in the description there it shows you how to join. So do that and talk to me, please. I guess my life was spent trying to achieve something that was beyond me, but never being capable of achieving that, always failing every single step of the way. And that's just the way I live life, failing one time after another, one video after another, failing to reach your heart, to convince you to reach out to me. Please do like the video. You would be telling the AI algorithm that it's a good video and to suggest it to other people, so you would be doing me a great service by liking the video. I don't know if it's really healthy chasing hope, but I live in hope that what I'm doing will work. And every day I'm disappointed that it's not working, but each day I hope that the next day will be better and more effective, and it generally isn't, but I keep trying. Is there any meaning to be found in this life outside of social relationships? I am trying and failing at living a successful social life. I just don't know what else that I can do to grab the attention of the viewer and try and convince them to talk to me. I guess I would have to find meaning elsewhere other than social relationships, because my life has been a social failure. But what does my life mean outside of social relationships? I have my values, which determines the type of person that I comport myself as. I try my best not to push my values on other people. My values built me, and I would expect other people to have other values that built them. Although I would like to discover shared values with other people to help create community. So if you're watching this, then you probably think a little bit like me, or you're interested in the way that I think. If I was to be remembered for something in life, I would hope that would be that I document my life. And I guess there's meaning to be found there as well. Why did he document his life? There are so many positive reactions for doing this. One of which I wish was finding community. Sophia loves being used for marketing purposes. She says subscribe. My life has meaning. My day-to-day battles with the camera and trying to discuss really difficult subjects. That means something, doesn't it? How I would have changed the world in any way? I don't know. Maybe not. But I don't have to be spectacular. I can just be me. And that's the cards that I'm holding. And whatever happens as a result of being me happens. I can only begin to answer this question if I'm talking about my life. talking about other people's life, whether it means anything, is not my territory. I wouldn't know how to answer that question. I think this is a question that is asked to the personal individual, and only the individual can answer this question. I used to think that my life had some sort of spiritual meaning, but I've kind of gone beyond that. People happen, and then they live out their lives, and then they leave us. My life means everything to me because I'm the one that has to live it. Maybe what a person's value to society is unknown to the person, and we wouldn't have any way to measure these things. So maybe my life does mean something, and there's just aspects to it that I'm not seeing. Was it just a bunch of seemingly random events that piled on top of each other that created the life that I had to live? To some extent, we do shape our own lives, and a lot of times the problems that are occurring in our lives are because of internal problems that we're dealing with, and in order to fix problems in our lives, we have to fix psychological problems from inside our minds. I think that I am a very healthy person. It took me a lot of time to sort out all of my problems, but I think for the most part, I'm thinking very correctly nowadays. If someone is to say that their life means something, then doesn't that logically flow into society meaning something and the world meaning something? Is there meaning to be found outside of human interpretation? We are very spiritually driven people, and questions like these really stir up the spirit. We want to feel that all we've gone through meant something and will contribute to some greater good, but I think oftentimes we're just fooling ourselves. Are we deluding ourselves into thinking that some type of meaning for our lives exists? Do tell me your thoughts in the comments. I appreciate your attention span. Thanks for watching. Until next time, this is Wendell, signing off.